Before we get into today's video, we've got a brand new sponsor for the channel. We're back with VR Wave, which offer a wide selection of custom-made prescription lens inserts. And I would highly recommend, whether you wear glasses or not, to get yourself a pair. They offer blue light filters which help combat motion sickness and insomnia. They're really high quality and their customer service is actually some of the best I've ever seen, and that is why they're back as a sponsor on the channel. I have a very nice 5% discount code in the description below. They include lens inserts for the Pimax Crystal and the Quest 3, among others. Go check them out. But now it's time to get into today's video. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel, and guess what? I'm flying a default aircraft. Something you don't see on the channel very often, but I must say I've been really enjoying the Citation, especially with the avionics upgrades. Asobo are doing a really good job actually with these birds. And you're joining me on a 3-hour session. I'm currently 2 hours in. I've been flying the Comanche today, the TB-850, and currently we're flying in Ireland. I'm heading to East Midlands from Donegal, and this might be my last flight of the day, but I'm having a blast. And in this video I'm going to give you the essential accessories for your Pimax Crystal, because one thing that is for sure: since the discontinuation, is that a word? What it is now, of the Vario Aero and the Riva G2, people are starting to look at the Pimax Crystal more seriously. Well, I say that, loads of people are loving it. My Discord is full of very happy Crystal owners. However, there is more inbound, simply because people are realizing, you know, this is actually a very cheap headset for what it's offering. But these accessories I'm going to show you today do really make a huge difference. And with that, I'm also going to include the top strap, which you might be able to see on the camera, which is a new accessory from Pimax themselves. So before we take off, I'll just show you some very close-up shots of this new top strap. This is my first accessory, and I have been using it for over a week now. I've got to say, this, well, it is, guys, it is a game changer for comfort with the Crystal. This has made it really comfortable. Now there is another solution, and that is, I'll show you some shots now of the Studio Form Balancer kit, which I have also reviewed on the channel, and that does make a big difference as well. Because the thing is about this headset, it is quite balanced anyway because of the battery in the back, but it is still quite front heavy, of course. And I know what you're thinking, folks. You're looking at this camera right now and thinking, I've got a microwave on my head, surely that's not comfortable. But it, you know, it honestly, it looks uncomfortable, but it is not uncomfortable. Not for me, not for many people. However, if you do have a weak neck, okay, and you have neck problems, then I would not recommend the Crystal, okay? Remember, that's important. If you do suffer from any neck pain, then honestly, get the Big Screen Beyond or something a lot lighter. So really, as I say, the best comfort mod that I can recommend is actually now the official top strap. I just really love it. Not only does it adjust up and down, but it also moves sort of backwards and forwards. For me, I prefer it almost like the Aero, in the sense that it's putting more pressure on the front of my head, but you can, if you want, change it to be the back or the front. That's a really great feature. So it is better than the Studio Form Balancer kit. However, if you get a good deal on one, and as I say, I've got a discount code, and you're the only person who's going to be using the Crystal, then that is still a very good option as well. I also think it makes the headset look a lot more premium as well. It looks very cool. Right, anyway, that's my first essential accessory, the Pimax Crystal top strap, or the Studio Form Balancer kit. Future Steve here, just to let you know that if you order a Crystal between the 1st of February and the 18th, you will get a top strap completely free with your order if you use my referral link, which is affiliated, but of course any proceeds will go straight back into the channel and it will help support it long term. Anyway, back to the video. And now it's time to blast off. Motion compensation is now activated. We're in the Docker LTH2. Oh, I love that feeling. Hopefully you saw that on the video there of me being pushed back into my seat. I absolutely never get bored of that feeling. It's a much nicer day today, he says, wobbling round on the runway there. But it is a much nicer day than it has been recently. We are climbing out here. As I say, this is the citation. You should all have it if you've bought the sim. I don't think it's in any premium pack, and I must admit this is a very nice aircraft for a default bird. So autopilot coming on, FLC mode and nav mode. That means we're now going to climb at 216 knots up to our chosen cruise altitude, which is 17,000 feet today. So I'm really at this point just controlling the vertical speed with the power setting. Very cool. So my second essential accessory for Pimax Crystal owners is a powered hub. Now I'll put a link in the description below of the one I use, okay? Because the Pimax hub that comes with the headset is absolute garbage. It just doesn't work and causes so many problems with disconnections. I just would not recommend it at all, folks. So get your own for the sake of, say, I can't remember how much they are now, 20-30 pounds. You'll thank me for it later. You really will. This view, oh my word. Ireland's so beautiful. I do have a tour around Ireland, by the way, on a motorcycle. Feel free to check that video out. If I remember, I'll put it in the link in the description below. Right, yeah, so power hub, very important. Especially if you want the most maximum battery life you can get out of this headset. As I say, at the moment, I'm over the 2-hour mark, and I've still got 3 bars remaining of the Crystal. I do find, though, after about the 2-bar mark, the last 2 bars go down quicker than the first 2, which is a bit weird. But, you know, you still can get around 4 hours easy out of a session with the Crystal with a fully charged battery with a powered hub, which is more than enough for me most of the time. And then, you know, you've got 2 batteries anyway, so it's all good. So yeah, powered hub, get one, folks. And the one in the description below, I'm not sponsored to show you that, it's just the one I use and it works really well. The third essential accessory is lens inserts. They are so important, folks. They are really important. And actually, I am using VR Wave inserts, and they are a sponsor of the channel, as you probably know by now. And I used to recommend VR Rock, but unfortunately I've had some very bad feedback from many of my community. So I've listened to you guys, and now I've changed sponsor to VR Wave, and so far so good. I'm using the ones Plano inserts for mine at the moment, which gives me blue light filters, which obviously helps combat motion sickness if you suffer from that, and definitely insomnia, which sometimes I suffer from bad night's sleep, because I generally tend to like flying late at night sometimes. Well, ever since using lens inserts with blue light filters, for whatever reason, I don't know the technicalities behind it, I never have an issue with sleep anymore. I can fly late into the night and then just go straight to bed, and I'm usually gone even before I've hit the pillow. You know, just not a problem. But of course, if you do wear glasses, then lens inserts are, at this point, essential, because you do not want to be wearing glasses in this headset, or any headset, because you may scratch your lenses. And the lenses, oh my goodness, especially in the Pimax Crystal being glass, are very, very expensive, very high end. You know, really, it's amazing to think that the Crystal is probably the only consumer headset with glass lenses. And I do think that does make a bit of difference to the clarity. I really do. But it also makes a difference to the weight, unfortunately. It does make the headset heavier. And for me, honestly, I can wear this. Well, my longest session in the Crystal so far is 3.5 hours. And don't get me wrong, I've taken it off for a few seconds to have a sip of coffee or adjust it. It's not like I've just plonked it on my head for 3.5 hours and never moved it, but I've been absolutely fine. Hasn't bothered me at all. But remember, I'm a scruffy biker, and I often do very long motorcycle tours with a heavy helmet on. So it's all about personal preference. So I think as my number 4 essential accessory for the Crystal is the DMAS audio solution. Now, if you buy a Crystal, you won't get the DMAS audio as standard. So make sure you add that into your order, because I absolutely love the off-ear audio of the Crystal. It just really makes a difference, because really good audio along with these visuals really put you in the cockpit, or outside the cockpit as I am at the moment, but Yeah, you know what I mean. If I compare this audio solution to the best in the business, that is the Index, it is very close to the quality of that headset. I think the only thing it does lack is a little bit of bass response, but it's a non-issue, folks. It really is a non-issue, because the accuracy of all the frequencies, particularly the mid-range and the high upper treble range, really picks out the engine tone, the clicks, the wind noise, all that kind of stuff as well. So, and it's, you know, leaps and bounds ahead of anything from, say, the Quest, the Pico, those kind of headsets. You know, nothing, it doesn't even compare to those. You know, it compares more to the Riva G2 in my opinion, and very close to that. Well, as we've took off, I can see a shower ahead of us here, but I'm thinking I might go up a little bit higher because we're still in the murk here. So let's go up to flight level 210 and we'll VS it as well. So if we just recap then, I would recommend a top strap for your Pimax Crystal, either the Studio Form Bouncer Kit, which I do have a discount for, or the Pimax official top strap, which definitely edges it as the best, particularly because it looks better. I think it fits perfect on the headset. It's adjustable both up and down and forward and back, and it is a bit more comfortable, definitely. I just think it really finishes the headset off very well, and I think for the price, I might be wrong, sorry if I am, because I'm not sure, but I think it's reasonably priced. Cue all the hate in the comments because I haven't done my research. And of course, an essential accessory is a powered hub. Just get your own, guys, especially the one in the description below. That's what I'm using, and it works a treat. In terms of lens inserts, again, you don't want to be scratching those lenses. I'd recommend VR Wave, and of course I do have a discount code for them because they are sponsors of the channel. And you know, the DMAS audio solution for the Crystal is so important. It really sets this headset apart from any others out there on the market, especially with that floating ear design. They move, look, out the way as well, so you can hear your surroundings. They're just really, really good. I like them very much. Now, probably if you're still here and you want to know another accessory for the Crystal, this isn't so essential. If you are a content creator and you're not lazy like me, then I'd recommend getting a mod mic. I've already got one. In fact, I've got it attached here, the magnet, and the magnet attaches to anything, not just for your headsets. It can attach to your headphones or anything, and what it does is essentially it's a wireless Bluetooth mod mic. I have used it in the past, and it really makes the microphone audio, just the quality, so much better. You may notice in this video I'm getting popping and crackling all over the place. Apologies for that. I am going to start using the mod mic again soon. I just can't find my lead for it. I haven't charged it in ages. I know, I'm not a very organised person, guys, sorry. But yeah, I would recommend that. Oh my word, just take a look at this. We are heading into the thick of it. Look at all of that horrible weather. Anyway, you'll probably see that in my next video, which is going to be about 5 reasons why you should or should not buy the Pimax Crystal. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing the same thing and flying the same aircraft, it's because I'm doing 2 videos in one take or one session, because it really helps my workload. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I truly appreciate it. Please feel free to subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care and bye for now.